change what I do. A brand new attitude. It's time to fight, I won't be fooled. Here in my life, it's all for you. A brand new attitude. Not giving up, not going down. I'm gonna fight, fight, fight. To do what's right, to do what's right. Gonna fight, fight, fight. With all my heart and mind. I'm gonna fight, fight, fight. He lives in me, he lives in you. It's time to change, change what we do. A brand new attitude. It's time to fight, I won't be fooled. Here in my life, it's all for you. A brand new attitude. Not giving up, not going down. Gonna fight, fight, fight. To do what's right, to do what's right. Gonna fight, fight, fight. With all my heart and mind. I'm gonna fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. I'm gonna fight, fight, fight. To do what's right, to do what's right. Gonna fight, fight, fight. With all my heart and mind. I'm gonna fight, fight, fight. To do what's right, to do what's right. Gonna fight, fight, fight. With all my heart and mind. I'm gonna fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight.
Oh, hey, C3 kids. Welcome back to our series, Hi-Yah, where we have been learning when we follow Jesus that we remove our bad habits and replace them and being made new. This week, we're going to learn a little something about removing anger and putting on self-control. And I'm wondering if you can help me with a couple things. I've had a couple young ninjas write in and ask for some advice. It says here, a young ninja is angry with his sister and planning to put hot wasabi sauce in her oatmeal at breakfast. What should we do? Stop. That's right. When we're angry, we need to stop and think first and use self-control. Here, another note says, a friend in this ninja's class ate all of her lunch without asking, and now she doesn't have a lunch and was very hungry. Instead of getting back or yelling at her friend, she went to her teacher to let them know what had happened. Do we need to stop this ninja? No, that's right. She showed self-control. I think you guys know exactly what to do. When we feel angry, we stop and we think and we put on our self-control. Good job. Oh, and have you heard this one before? What is a ninja's favorite breakfast? No? Waffles!
Konnichiwa. To master the art of becoming a true ninja warrior, one must take off anger and put on self-control. Many times it is easy to become angry and let it get the best of you. In these moments, it is important to heed my advice and follow this wisdom. This valuable lesson does not come from me alone. The art of taking off anger and putting on self-control was modeled by David in 1 Samuel. David had every reason to be angry. He was hiding in a cave as he was being chased and threatened by a man and his soldiers. This was not just any man, but King Saul himself. Saul was very jealous of David and was always looking for ways to kill him. But David made a promise to God that he would never hurt Saul because he was God's chosen king. While the king and his men were chasing David, Saul decided to stop in a cave for well, let's just say when you gotta go, you gotta go. The cave was so dark that he couldn't see that David and his men were hiding in the cave. Right then, David had to make a choice. David put on self-control and realized that he must not do anything to harm King Saul. Instead of being angry and killing him, David snuck up close to Saul without him noticing and cut off a small piece of his robe. Later, David told Saul what had happened. King Saul wept and was grateful when he realized that David had spared his life. Sometimes when we are angry, we might feel like doing things to hurt others. But we can fight this bad habit like a ninja warrior by taking off anger and putting on self-control.
Oh no, what happened here?
This is a mess. It's disgusting.
It stinks in here. Looks like the last people that were here practicing trashed the place again.
I am so angry. This isn't the first time that this has happened. They do this all the time. We have got to teach them a lesson and dirty this place even worse than they did.
Great idea. Take that.
And that. Hi-Yah!
You know what, Chuck? I don't think this is the answer to the problem.
I think you're right. Getting angry and trying to exact revenge isn't going to work. And in fact, it might even make things worse. I mean, how will they learn to clean up if we treat the dojo the exact same way?
Exactly. We need to show them the right way to act. And it won't happen if we get angry. Let's just take a deep breath, take off anger, and put on self-control. That's better. Now, let's clean this place up.
Awesome. Hey, Nun, I bet you I can clean up faster than you. You want to race?
Yeah, let's go. On your mark, get set, go.
First one to find 5 items in their ramen wins.
Konnichiwa, or hello. Before we begin our training, you need to know the 2 rules of being a ninja. Let me see all of you hold up one finger. The number 1 rule of being a ninja is to be kind. We can be kind by listening. If you can be kind by listening, let me see you click on your listening ears like this. Click, click. Ninjas also show kindness by staying very quiet. Now for rule number 2. Let me see everyone hold up 2 fingers. Rule number 2 is to be safe. Ninjas can be safe by not trying any ninja moves on their friends. We can remember this by saying this: block and chop, and now we stop. I want to see all of you do that after me. Block and chop, and now we stop. You look ready now. The key to becoming an excellent ninja is learning how to stop doing wrong things and start doing what God says is right. We do that by looking in God's book, the Bible. My smart sidekick, Tiny Tiger, wants to share some wise words from the Bible that will help you in your training.
Konnichiwa! I have a tigerific story to tell you that's sure to make you roar. This is King Saul. He was very mad because he did not want David to be king. Because King Saul was so mad, David and his friends ran far away to hide from him. King Saul's army looked everywhere for David and his friends. They could not find David anywhere. David and his friends were hiding in the back of a cave. While Saul and his men were searching for David, they had to stop to go to the bathroom. Saul walked into the cave, not knowing it was the very cave where David was hiding. David's friends really wanted to hurt King Saul, but David chose to have self-control. Instead of hurting the king, like his friends wanted him to do, David cut off a tiny part of Saul's rope. So Saul left the cave and went on his way. Then David went out of the cave and shouted, "King Saul!" When King Saul heard David shouting, he stopped. The king saw David holding a piece of his robe, and he knew that David had been very close to him and had chosen not to hurt him. Because David used self-control and was kind, King Saul stopped trying to hurt David. When we are mad or have a chance to hurt others, we can have self-control and be kind. Jesus wants us to stop doing hurtful things and start having self-control, no matter what others around us are telling us to do. Sensei Sam and I know that this story will help you in your training. Keep up the good work. Sayonara.
I admit that I've done wrong. I believe you sent your son. I commit my life to you because of your great love. I admit that I've done wrong. I believe you sent your son. I commit my life to you because of your great love.